Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Gids. Thank you so much for joining me. It's first impressions time. I'm going to be doing another fragrance first impressions. This one's really special because this is a fragrance that I love. It's a flanker to a fragrance that I have and I absolutely love. And the fragrance that I'm going to be talking about today is Terre de Hermès, but this flanker is called Eau Givrée. And I believe this came out this year, 2022. So it came out earlier this year. And it's a flanker to a fragrance that has a special place in my heart, which is this one here. This is Terre de Hermès. I have the original Terre de Hermès. This fragrance I absolutely love and it will always be in my collection. So I'm gonna smell it now and tell you guys what I think about the fragrance and if I'm excited by the first impressions of it. So let's get sniffing. Okay, let's do on card. Oh, it sprays really nicely as well. And let's do a nice amount of sprays. Okay. First of all, guys, I'm smiling, okay? I'm smiling because this fragrance is already smelling great. So from the research I've done, I didn't do a lot of research because I didn't want it to kind of bias my thoughts about the fragrance, but the top note in this fragrance is citron, which is, I believe, a citrus fruit, and that had me really excited. So I'm really picking up that strong punch of citrus in the top of this. It's very lemony, it's very zesty, it's really, really nice. It's making me happy already. Okay, and then the other notes that they've listed in this, which was very interesting, is juniper and something called timut, which is a type of black pepper. So very interesting. It's kind of, I guess from those notes, you'd think it's a spicy, fresh, sort of zesty type of fragrance. And definitely so, but to me, this smells really fruity, first of all. It smells really, really fruity. They obviously haven't listed all of the notes in this fragrance. Okay, this is lovely. This is very lovely. Now, this is a very simple fragrance for me to kind of get my head around. There isn't lots and lots of notes in this coming at me straight away. The main things I'm picking up, first of all, is those fresh citrus fruity notes in the fragrance. There must be some grapefruit in this as well. There has to be some grapefruit. Now, I know that there is grapefruit in the original Terre de Hermès, and there's also orange notes and other citrus notes as well, but this 100% has to have some grapefruit. And it almost smells like it has some sugar in it as well. Some grapefruit, some sugar, and some lovely sort of bursting citrus lemoniness coming at me as well. This is really, really lovely. This is really lovely. Now, apparently in French, Givrée or Givrée, however you pronounce it, it means frosted. It's a really interesting bottle to choose for this fragrance because it does actually smell quite crisp and quite fresh in a way. I don't know if I'm picking up like the juniper and the spices in this, but the main sort of notes that I'm getting straight away is those zesty, fresh, bright notes in this fragrance. What's that Dolce & Gabbana fragrance? Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. That is the kind of slight vibe of this fragrance, that kind of punchy, fresh, citrus brightness in the fragrance, but of course done in the classy Hermès way. I think the style of Hermès is very kind of pared back, it's quite restrained, it's quite classy. Because essentially Hermès started off as a saddlery company doing saddlery, making saddles for horse riders and all those kind of leather good products. I really, really like this fragrance. I'm gonna do even more sprays on me. Okay, now that I'm spraying it again, I'm picking up some pepper in this. I'm definitely picking up some pepper, especially now that I've sprayed it and I'm getting the opening of this as well. So there is a pepperiness now coming out at me. It's really strange. I didn't pick it up the first time, but there's this pepperiness alongside those fresh lemon citruses as well, which is really, really lovely. Not overpowering. It's not coming at me too sharp. This is a very restrained fragrance, and this is something I would only really wear in warmer weather, if I'm honest, because I find these types of fragrances give me the lift I need when it's warm and I feel like my energy is a bit low. You know, after a long day or if it's really hot, you just want something that's really invigorating and refreshing. And this is definitely it. Now, does it really have a relation to the original flank of this fragrance? I don't really think so. I think there's a few notes probably in common. They haven't listed all the notes, obviously, but I do think this is one which just gives you more of a fresh, sort of brighter option that you can wear once it gets warm. What I love about this classic Terre de Hermès, and I think this is an Eau de Toilette, is this just smells so classy and it smells very grown up. It's the kind of fragrance I want to wear to make me feel like I've got my life together. It's just that kind of fragrance, and it's really, really classy. You're never really gonna get with Hermès fragrances which are just super loud and obnoxious. There's always a slight understated quality about them, and I think that's just because Hermès as a brand is very understated. It is quite classy and refined, but very, very, very luxurious. Would I buy this particular fragrance? I would say yes, I would absolutely buy it. I think it has a good price point. So 50 ml is about 71 pounds, and 100 ml is about 97 pounds. So, you could wait for a good deal and scoop this up at a discount. And I think it's one which would be amazing for when it gets nice and warm. But so far, I think this is really good. And it's just sort of made me smile, which is amazing. I like it. I really, really like this fragrance. Have any of you guys tried this fragrance, and what do you really think of it? Because I really like it. It's fresh, crisp, it's bright, but it has some warmth and a slight bit of spiciness with some sweetness as well. Really, really nice fragrance, really good release. Yeah, I think it's Giz approved. That's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up, and guys, I will see you in my next review very, very soon. Take care.